What is oncology? Oncology is the study and treatment of cancer. Although there is no cure yet, there are steps a patient who is diagnosed with cancer can take to stop the progression and growth of tumors and cancer cells, as well as becoming cancer free. Thanks to around the clock care of oncology nurses and doctors, patients are never alone while they're on their way to living a cancer free life. These nurses specialize in this medical field, from extra schooling and certifications to taking psychology classes to help emotionally as well as physically. Growing up, I was that child who was always helping people. And if I couldn't, I still found a way. So it is to no surprise that I carried that trait with me into my adulthood. When deciding what I wanted to do with my life and what career path I wanted to go down, nursing was the first thing that came to mind. I then decided to take it a step further and look into the different areas of nursing, and oncology stood out to me the most. There is no better feeling than knowing you are making a change and are able to be there for children and adults in their most vulnerable moments. As an oncology nurse, you build bonds with your patients as well as their families. They eventually become like family. I don't know about you, but I feel it would be bittersweet feeling to seeing your patients doing their last chemotherapy treatment and becoming cancer free. Knowing they have beat cancer and you won't be seeing them as much anymore is a both happy and sad feeling. There is so much joy and personal growth that comes from working in this field, but with every upside comes a downside. According to LLS.org, a patient is diagnosed with cancer every 3 minutes in the United States, and every 9 minutes, a patient with cancer passes away. That is 160 patients a day, or more than 6 people every hour. Although some patients do well with chemotherapy and beat cancer, some are not so fortunate. And that becomes emotionally hard for nurses to deal with. Losing someone, who you care for and seeing their families hurt, it's never easy. But as a nurse, you have to stay strong for them and yourself as well. You cannot let the sadness of losing a patient get in the way of your work or home life. And that is the hard part. But it is what has to happen in order to fulfill a successful life in this career. A successful career, in this field of work. Not only are nurses dealing with emotional stress, but physical stress as well. Long hours at work are another part of being a nurse. You're on your feet at all times, taking care of patients, going from room to room, checking vital signs, administrating chemo treatments, and physically assisting patients. It starts to take a toll on your body. In fact, healthcare workers have 4.5 times as many back overexertions, injuries than other type of worker. That's right, more than the male personnel, more than the sanctuation worker, more than construction workers, and most of those healthcare people cited are nurses, according to an article that was written by Jennifer Olin at rcentral.com. Such overexertions start to become lifelong problems. With such busy schedules and routines of nursing and putting patients first, forgetting to eat or going without meals is also common. There is sometimes no time to eat, and that tends to not sit well with a person's body. Low energy levels, feeling tired, or even getting sick more frequently are some other common ones. So it is important to always remember to try and eat something, even if all you have time for is a simple protein bar or shake, so your body can function as normal as possible, so you're able to administrate care to your patients with the best of your ability. The best ways to help deal with these situations is to educate yourself and talk with someone if you need to. There are so many things that come with working in this field. One thing for sure is this field and all the people you meet will always have a special place in your heart. The endless amount of laughs, lifelong friends, tears, both good and bad, and the everlasting feeling that you're helping people who need it. Thanks to all the effort of putting people first, educating families, working long hours to make sure that patients are okay to being someone's shoulder to cry on. These nurses are the real heroes, and I am so proud to say that one day I will be that nurse.